And movies. In this video today, I'm going to be doing a tier list on Spider-Man movies, all 10 of them, from Toby to Andrew to Miles to Tom Holland. I'm going to be doing a tier list on all of the Spider-Man movies. There's 10 of them, like I said, and I don't think any of them are actually bad. I don't think any of them go in the bad tier, and I love all four Spider-Man, whatever you want to say. I love Spider-Man. He's my favorite superhero. Has to go to Spider-Man. Specifically, my favorite out of the four is Tobey Maguire. I've always just been a Tobey Maguire fan, and I think I watched his movies first. I'm pretty sure, so that's probably why it's Tobey Maguire. Go check out my tier list on Marvel. Go check out my tier list on Marvel superheroes. It's a great video. I did a Marvel MCU superhero tier list, so go check out that one. I'm also going to have to do Marvel movies as well, which maybe I should have done Marvel movies before Spider-Man movies, but it's not really the big deal. So the Marvel movies tier list will be the next tier list that I will most likely do. I also got to do Star Wars characters and Star Wars movies, since I'm a huge Star Wars fan. And if you're enjoying the new content on this channel, not always talking about wrestling, it's refreshing, it's new, and I quite enjoy talking about other topics other than wrestling, since I have been mainly a wrestling channel now ever since I started my channel. Has it been about 2 to 3 years now? So yeah, let's get into the tier list. Okay, so here are all the tiers. Now, I didn't put bad in it because personally, I don't think any of these movies are really bad. So that's really why I didn't put it in there. I only have 4 tiers. I have amazing, great, good, and okay. Amazing because it's literally the Amazing Spider-Man. So I just thought it worked, and I just thought it'd be a funny first best tier to do. So yes, we've got amazing, great, good, and okay. So I'm going to be starting with the Tobey Maguire movies, and I'm going to be ending with the Miles Morales movies. Now, these are not in order, which I did not make this, but I guess it's just whatever way that you put in the images, that's the order it ends up being. So, the first movie that we're going to be talking about is Spider-Man 1. I absolutely love all 3 Tobey Maguire movies, and I'm a defender of the third one. The first one is a really good movie. I don't really got anything that bad to say about it. I mean, a lot of people don't like Green Goblin's suit in this movie, but I'm not really going to give you too much of a plot. This is basically the origin story of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. This is a solid movie. I love Peter and Harry's friendship in this movie. His relationship with MJ is pretty good in this movie. Like, this is a solid origin story Spider-Man. In my opinion, this is the best origin story Spider-Man movie out of the live action ones. Miles Morales' movie might be better than this, but you also have the best Uncle Ben and Aunt May in this movie. I know Aunt May's in the second two, but you have the best Uncle Ben in this movie as well. You got to think about that. You have the best Uncle Ben in this movie. Easily, it has to be the best Uncle Ben death scene out of the other ones. I know Tom loses his Aunt May. He doesn't have Uncle Ben, which is a thing I'm gonna get down to later in the video. But yeah, easily has Toby easily has the best Uncle Ben, and Aunt May, and best friends. Easily. His love interest, no, I'm not going to say that one. Anyways, I'm going to put this movie in, for me personally, I think this goes in the great category. Going into the second one, the villain in the second one, okay, I can see it now. The villain in the second one is Tock, which I kind of prefer Green Goblin. Like, William Dafoe is just absolutely incredible. So I'm more of a Green Goblin guy, but the relationship between Green Goblin and Spider-Man is incredible in the first one. Like in the second one, the relationship between Dr. Octavius and Peter Parker, Spider-Man, is incredible in this movie. Aunt May, where Peter's like doubting himself as a hero, where she gives him like that speech, is incredible, and she doesn't even know that he's Spider-Man, so that's just an incredible scene. This movie is phenomenal. I think it's the best out of the 3. it's also very funny. There's a lot of comedy in here. Tobey Maguire is just a very funny Spider-Man. So I'm going to be putting this in the amazing tier because I think it's that damn good of a movie. Now, we got Spider-Man 3. Now, I think the reason people don't really like this movie is because a lot happens in the movie. A lot happens in this movie. There's so many kind of villains in it as well, where you got Harry, who's kind of like the new Green Goblin villain in this, but he's also like kind of anti-hero in this. And then towards the end, of course, he's helping Peter, he's helping Spider-Man, because he realizes, of course, that Spider-Man killed his dad, the Green Goblin. Peter killed his dad, so he realizes that. Then you got Sandman as well in this movie, who I really like. I think he's great. And then you have Eddie Brock's Venom, and people hate on Eddie Brock's Venom in this movie, but I really enjoy the Eddie Brock Venom in this movie. I think he's actually very good. And I'm a big fan of Spider-Man 3. I think it wraps up the franchise, or the trilogy, to be absolutely incredible. So I'm going to be putting this as well in great, and I'm going to put it... will I put it ahead of the first one? Yeah, you know what? I'm going to put it ahead of the first one. I love this movie. I love absolutely everything about this movie. I think... what's his name is just absolutely incredible in this movie. Harry is incredible in this movie. So yeah, I'm gonna put it ahead of the first one. Next up, we got Andrew Garfield's first Amazing Spider-Man movie, which is it's like good, okay. I don't think he has a movie that goes in great or amazing. His Uncle Ben and his Aunt May, quite forgettable, to be honest. His best friend Harry, terrible. I can't even remember if he's in the first one. Is he? He probably is. He's atrocious. Then his love interest is clearly the best out of the lot of them. Oh my god, Gwen Stacy. So yeah, this keeps turning off, which is annoying the hell out of me. Maybe because I'm not touching it. But and then the villain is the Lizard. You know, he's an alright villain. He's not like the greatest villain. So I'm going to put this in... I feel like this goes in good. Personally, I'm going to put this in good. The villain in it is like the worst villain out of any Spider-Man movie by far, in my opinion. I think Electro is also better. I think Andrew Garfield has the worst villains. Tobey, of course, definitely has the best villains. Then I think it's... Tom, I like Vulture. Mysterio, I think Mysterio is like comparable to the Lizard, and then like Electro, and then Electro is comparable to like Vulture, but I prefer Vulture than Electro. So you know, I think Electro is so much cooler in No Way Home. So they save his character. So yeah, we're going into Amazing Spider-Man 2 now, where we're literally the villain of this movie is Electro, which he's not very good in this movie. Like, he's still cool, but he's so much cooler in No Way Home. I preferred his look in No Way Home. I thought in this he looks kind of like... He just looks kind of bad in this. Like, the blue look for him and his face, I just don't think it worked in this movie. I think his second look in the newer ones, or in No Way Home, so much cooler. The orange look, the suit, just everything about him is just cooler. Jamie Foxx just comes off a lot cooler in that movie, in my opinion. So yeah, I'm going to be putting Amazing Spider-Man 2... The best thing about this movie is the death of MJ, where he couldn't save her. That's the best thing. Also, Harry Osborn is... what's his name? Green Goblin in this absolutely sucks in this movie. He sucks in this movie. So, you know what? The first one's probably a stronger movie, but I'm gonna go good. I mean, there's like one thing that makes him for the fight scene between Spider-Man and Electro is pretty cool. But like, there's probably like a million, but I think the scene's cool. I'll go good. We could move it down to okay. Okay, the next movie that we're going to be talking about is Homecoming. And Homecoming kind of gets hated on, but I think it's actually a very enjoyable Spider-Man movie. Iron Man's in this movie. The villain is Vulture. And yeah, this is Tom Holland's first Spider-Man movie. I was never the biggest fan of him. The way he doesn't have an Uncle Ben and he only has an Aunt May. And Aunt May is so young in it. I was never a fan of that. So that is just, it's just okay. Ned, I find to be a very funny character, very likable. I like Ned. He's in this, of course, he's the best friend. So you get introduced to like a whole set of new characters in this movie. So yeah, I honestly think it's a solid, great start to the franchise. Vulture being the dad of the girl he dates is pretty cool. Like, Vulture's a cool villain. I think he's actually pretty cool. So yeah, I don't really got anything bad to say about this movie. Iron Man being in it is cool. The final fight scene's cool. The best scene in this movie, easily, is the scene where he has like where the boat is like cut in half, and then he's holding it together with two webs. That scene is like the train scene with Tobey Maguire. That's also in the second one. I forgot to mention that, how great that scene is. Love that scene, and it's kind of like that kind of moment for him. And it's kind of comparable to the Captain America Steve Rogers moment in The Winter Soldier, where he's holding the plane. Just absolutely incredible stuff there. So yeah, I'm going to put this movie in. I feel like this movie, it doesn't go in great, but I'm going to put it the top of good. Then we got Far From Home. And Far From Home, it's easily the worst out of Tom Holland's 3 movies. It's like, It's like, okay. It's not like the best. It's just like, they go traveling. It's okay. His relationship with, this is kind of where his relationship starts with his MJ. So yeah, that's kind of where his relationship starts there. The villain is Mysterio, which I'm like 50-50 on Mysterio. I like him, at the same time I kind of don't. It's kind of a weird one. Like, I don't think he's the strongest villain, to be honest. Their fight scene is pretty cool, I'll say that much, between Spider-Man and Mysterio. Pretty cool, and he has some cool things about him, but then he kind of just gets forgotten about, and you kind of just forget about him at the end of this movie, and like, he gets defeated, and then in the next one he's just, he's not even, he's mentioned, but he's like reveals who my god, that keeps coming. He reveals that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, but it's like, it's done in such a boring and kind of forgettable way to where like you kind of forget about it then, where it could have been stronger, but the delivery of it was just kind of and then the next one he just reverses it, or no, he doesn't reverse it, he reverses this spell of he wants to go to the same college of MJ and Ned, and then that just becomes a terrible plot for the next movie, and then by the end of the next movie he makes everyone forget that he's Spider-Man. So it's kind of just like, that's kind of the best thing. Like, the whole Spider-Man payoff leads into the next movie to where they don't know he's Spider-Man, but it doesn't really do anything to Mysterio's character, if you get what I'm saying. Anyways, I've rambled about this movie for that long. It's okay. Ned as well, he's kind of like almost a bit annoying in this movie at sometimes. He's kind of funny, but I think his relationship with the girl is actually quite annoying. So I'm gonna put this movie, it's good. I'm gonna put it ahead of Andrew Garfield's movies. I might move this down to okay. Yeah, I'm gonna move that down to okay. Yeah, you know what? The first one's a stronger movie, but which one is probably more interesting? Maybe the second one? I don't know. Okay, we got No Way Home. I love No Way Home. This movie is a very good, enjoyable movie. You got Tom, you got Andrew, and you got Toby in it. You got all the 3 Spider-Men coming together in this movie. It's like incredible. It's like a fan's dream where they made up a movie. Like, that's literally what this is. I remember going to see this in movies. I was very excited, very hyped to go see this in the movies. I remember really enjoying it. You also had all the original villains come back. William Dafoe's Green Goblin was absolutely incredible in this, where he kills Aunt May, and that's kind of where I cared more about Aunt May, when she kind of like died, and that's kind of like the good thing. Like, I guess that made her character a little bit better, in my opinion. It's kind of a weird thing to say, but it kind of made MJ's character better in the Amazing Spider-Man movies as well. So yeah, that's why everyone thinks she's the best love interest. So let's be honest. So yeah. That kind of makes it stronger. I think Green Goblin and then Tom's fight scene at the end is incredible. All the villains coming back, all the original Spider-Man's coming back, incredible. Great stuff. This movie is just an absolute blast. Doctor Strange is actually kind of likable in this movie as well. I don't really like Doctor Strange, and then he's kind of likable in this. So yeah, it's a good movie, and it works for Tom Holland as well. Like, it's his strongest movie, but like, he also has the other two Spider-Man and all the villains to make it better. So yeah, I'm gonna put it in great. I don't think it goes ahead of these two movies. I'm sorry. People will hate on me for putting this below Spider-Man 3 and Spider-Man 2, but I personally prefer those movies, and I think they're probably stronger and better. Last up, we got the last two movies. This has probably been long, so I'm going to try to wrap this up. We got the Into the Spider-Verse movies, Miles Morales' movies. Incredible. These are great. I remember the first time I went to go see Into Spider-Man. The first time I seen Into the Spider-Verse was in the movies, and I remember loving it. Sunflower, literally my favorite song of all time from Post Malone and Sway Lee. I absolutely love that song. Comes from the original from Into the Spider-Verse movie. So like, that's another reason I love the movie. I just have so many great memories of the first movie. The first movie is such a good Spider-Man origin story of Miles Morales. His relationship with Uncle Aaron is incredible. Him being the Prowler, like, that is incredible stuff. Kingpin is actually quite a solid villain in this. You get reintroduced to Peter, and then Peter B. Parker, who I love. Peter B. Parker, very funny in both of these movies. I think he's incredible in them. I think he's very funny in them. He's a great mentor for Miles, and originally he doesn't think he's going to be a good mentor, but he's actually a very good mentor in these movies. Gwen Stacy is quite likable in these movies. All the other characters are good in the movie, like the Pig, Spider Pig, the Black and White Spider-Man, the Spider-Man with a robot. I can't remember the names right now. I think it's like 2000. Oh no, that's the next one. Anyway, never mind. Peggy, or is that her name? I can't think of her name right now. I don't know. I blanked out. But yeah, they're also pretty fun in this movie. This is a solid movie, you know. Them not thinking that Miles is ready, and then he actually is ready. This movie, in my opinion, goes in amazing. I love this movie so much. The last movie, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. You get introduced to so many other Spider-Man in this movie. It opens up a whole new world of Spider-Man. So yeah, it's pretty cool. You get introduced to Spider-Man I'm probably gonna butcher the hell of his name. I'm gonna say it now. It's Spider-Man 2099 or something. I can't remember the goddamn name right now, but you get introduced to Miguel, who plays a great anti-hero, or he's kind of like an anti-hero in this, you know. He's trying to do what's right for the canon event that's about to take place of Miguel, but Miguel doesn't really see that, so he's trying to fight it and save his dad. It's kind of crazy to think that no other Spider-Man had a problem with it, but I guess they just went along with it because it happens to all of them. Gwen Stacy's really good in this movie. You get a lot more of her backstory in it. The first, 20 minutes is literally about her, which I thought was pretty cool. And then you get introduced with Miles, and he's having problems with his parents because he should just tell them they're Spider-Man, but he doesn't want to because they might not understand. This movie is absolutely incredible. It then leads into the next part, which still has not come out. I hope it comes out in 2026, where it ends on a cliffhanger where Prowler, Miles, and Uncle Aaron have Miles, and Miles is in his different dimension. He's not in his world or dimension at the end of the movie. They basically have him captured, and then Gwen and the team have to go and save him. And yeah, he's also running away from Miguel. So yeah, incredible movie. I'm also going to put this in amazing. Also, the Spider-Verse soundtracks are incredible. The first and the second one. The second one, I prefer, made by Metro Boomin, even though my favorite song is Sunflower on the first one, but that one was just incredible. And Sway Lee is just the absolute GOAT for Spider-Man music. So yeah. Okay. That was the tier list. Thank you a lot for watching this video. I'm actually pretty happy with this. I think amazing. I like amazing. I'm not overrating the Tobey movies. I think that's solid. And then the Miles movies, incredible. The what's it called? I could move this up to amazing. You know what? I'm gonna move up some things. I'm gonna move this up to amazing because I actually do really love that movie. So I'll move up. I'll move that one up to amazing. I could maybe move up Homecoming as well. You know what? We'll leave Homecoming there. Okay, that was the tier list. Thank you, love, for watching. Marvel Figures out.